On today's episode of Cooking with Cooper, we're gonna make lasagna. My special recipe. I've never showed anybody how to make this before. We're gonna do it upright. Let me get you over and show you the ingredients that we're gonna use. This is normally a 10 cheese lasagna, but I found another cheese that I want to try out in it. So it's gonna be an 11 cheese lasagna. Let me get you over there. Alright, so the two main cheeses in this lasagna are going to be your Mazithra, a little bit harder to find, and the common mozzarella. Alright, so this is my own recipe. I had Asiago, Romano, Parmigiano, Reggiano. This is the cheese that I've never used before. It's the Fontina cheese, the Pecorino Romano, and of course, cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, Parmesan, and cheddar. Now, with that being said, I use the ricotta and the cottage cheese in combination to make it a little bit more creamy. All these other cheeses are hard cheeses. We're going to make our own sausage out of some elk burger. I got my mild Italian seasoning here. Do not get those shitty ass flat noodles that you just stick on and bake it. You want to pre-cook your lasagna noodles. It will turn out way better. We're going to make our marinara sauce inside of our pot here. We've got 1.5 pints of homemade tomato sauce. We're going to spruce that up and make it into a marinara. And we got our tomato paste that goes in there as well. Thicken her up a little bit. So, let me start on the marinara. I've got my water boiling for my noodles. And I'll bring you back. Alright, so we got our homemade tomato sauce in there. We've got our paste in there. What we're going to do is we're going to add our seasonings to this. So we're going to spruce her up with some salt. It's about a half a teaspoon. And we're going to grind in some fresh pepper. About quarter teaspoon, half a teaspoon. You can either use garlic powder or you can use garlic. It's about a tablespoon of minced garlic. We're going to come in with some sugar. We're going to go 3 tablespoons. Got me some basil. What we're going to do, we're just going to throw some big leaves of basil right in there. Got some fresh thyme. We're just going to throw those in there as well. Next step, while this is cooking down, we're going to go ahead and get our dry hard cheese mixture in this bowl. Alright, next step is to make our sausage. Our water's almost to a boil. We got all of our Italian cheese blend right here. So we got our elk burger. It's 1 tablespoon per pound of burger. We're going to get a little bit of ice cold water. That about 2 tablespoons. You want to squish it up real good. When your water looks like that, it's time to add your noodles. And then cook them for about 10 to 12 minutes. Alright guys, it's time to build it. Let's get on it. This is my lasagna pan. Alright, so first thing you want to do, we're going to go down with some olive oil right on the bottom. Get your sides. Everything. Get that down there. You go in with a light layer of sauce. Just make sure you got it all coated on the bottom. Pretty good, like. That looks pretty good. First thing that goes down is your noodles. Next, you go down with another light layer sauce. Not a big layer. Alright. Plop in a little bit of cottage cheese. And a bit of ricotta. There's your first layer. Oops, I'm splashing. Okay, when you do this, you're going to get messy. I squish it around like this. Get all that cottage cheese and that Romano or ricotta all together like so. Like so. You come in with your sausage. Sprinkle that around. Like so. Come in with your Italian mixture. Looks like that. Then you come in with your mozzarella. Alright. Then a little bit of your cheddar. Like so. And then you do that continuously. Build it up. The next time, you put your noodles the other way. And then keep on layering it. Alright, we're on the last layer. This is a layer I like to call the hold it together layer. I overlap my noodles. And I put just ricotta. Parmesan. I don't use this cheese blend anymore. And I use a shit ton of mozzarella and a sprinkling of the cheddar. So, first, let's get our sauce on there. Oh yeah. Just barely made enough sauce. Spread it right down the middle like that. Come in here with some ricotta. We don't use as much ricotta this time. And get your hands dirty. Squish all that ricotta up with that sauce. Make it good. Good and squished up. Mix it all together. Spread it around just like the rest of the layers. Get it all over the place. You have less sauce. Make sure you spread it around evenly. Because you can't do this layer with that little bit less sauce. But I like to try and get it all the way around all my noodles. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Looking juicy. I got a couple of tour noodles up on the top. That's alright. Once you get it looking like this, your sauce and ricotta evenly distributed throughout the whole thing. You don't want any real thick spots, because that's going to be a boil over point at this point. There's no meat on this layer, only cheese. Alright, got a nice pat down. Now you put in real thick layer of mozzarella first. Probably going to use up the rest of this bag. Most likely going to use up the rest of this bag. Might have to come in with some of that other cheese. I think we'll be all right. Let me see if I got a tidbit of mozzarella in the fridge. Now what we do, come in with our grated Parmesan. Just give her a spritzer all over it. Now, this don't count as another cheese. It's Parmesan, so it don't count. But if you want to count it, that's 12 cheeses. Yeah! Cover this with aluminum foil. Goes in the 350 oven for half an hour. After a half an hour, you pull the aluminum foil off. Let it cook for another 15 minutes uncovered in the oven. Well, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your melt. Now this done, I'll be back in a while. Alright guys, she's about ready to come out of the oven. Let's see what she looks like. Let's get you a close-up on that. Oh yeah. Delicious. And we're going to let that sit probably 5 minutes. Let everything congeal and get all good up in there. Then we'll cut us a slice. Look at that. That looks delicious, huh? Let's get us a bite of it. That's what I call lasagna. Delicious! Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cooking with Cooper. Peace, guys.